They do. And even if they
Every
didn't, it's the
time?
same way. That would be like saying it's okay to hurt people as long as they don't suffer. That doesn't make it okay.
Well, people's a little different than animals.
Well, yes, but the same way we don't have to hurt people, we don't have to hurt animals.
What about overpopulation?
There's too many people and we don't hurt people. That's not a reason to hurt anyone.
They make government laws to not make babies.
Okay, there's only one country in the whole world that's ever done that, and that law is gone. So, because it's wrong.
It's not gone.
Yes, it is. You're talking about China's one-child policy, but that law doesn't exist anymore. It's over.
Yeah, but what if they did?
Okay, well, that doesn't mean it's okay.
Overpopulation is not a thing.
What? Actually, I personally disagree. There's no such thing as overpopulation of anything, in my opinion. But so you were the one saying that there's overpopulation.
What about, like, if a lot of deer have a disease and they all just die from the disease?
Well, then what are we supposed to do about that? We can't do anything about that.
Because of overpopulation, they get the disease.
Well, we could try to help them.
How do you help them?
The same way we help people with diseases.
Are you going to go help them?
I might, if that was ever a thing. That's not a real thing. That's a made-up
It's not a real thing that deer get diseases?
No, that there's some deer disease spreading. So what does this have to do with? What does this have to do with being vegan?
Overpopulation is what I'm talking about.
Well, if there was too many deer, the world would regulate the number of deer through ways like diseases and stuff. That's the natural way to regulate it.
Are they going to give them the diseases?
No, the world is not. What do you mean? Who's going to give them the diseases?
I don't know. You were talking about it.
What? Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you're done. Because what are you talking about? Deer disease has nothing to do with being vegan. I'm sorry, it's just, what are we talking about? Okay, we're going to move on to the next person. He's right? No, he's not right. Guys, what were we talking about? We're talking about something that does not exist. Okay, we're moving on to the next person, please. Hi, are you vegan?
No.
Why not?
Because God gave us meat for a reason.
What is that reason? I'm just curious what you think the reason is, because I disagree with that.
So we're in order to survive.
But we don't need it to survive. I survived just fine without it, obviously.
Okay, I don't care that you're vegan, but are you gay?
Yes, what does that have to do with being vegan?
Because most guys that are vegan are gay. Okay, I just have a question.
Okay, no, you're done, because that's homophobia, okay? No, there is lots of straight vegan men, okay? So no, you're done. You can't say that, because that's honestly rude, okay? Just because you're vegan does not make you gay. Someone said who? There's plenty. Just look it up. I can't think of an example right now, but that doesn't mean they don't exist. Okay, we're moving on to the next person.
Gay nigger, gay nigger, gay nigger, gay nigger.
You are done. You cannot say that in my live stream. How dare you? You know, that's actually ridiculous. Guys, I'm frustrated and upset. That's no cool. I agree. That is not cool. Do not join my live stream and say that. We're trying to have serious debates right now. Please and thank you. Next person, please. Thank you for the heartbeat. Hi, are you vegan?
Yeah, I'm vegan. I'm vegan for 2 months now.
Oh, okay. Well, what we're doing is, if you disagree with being vegan, you were supposed to join the guest queue. Do you disagree?
Wait, you're not vegan no more?
No, I am vegan. The whole point of this live stream is we're supposed to be debating whether or not we think being vegan is right or wrong. I think it's the right thing to do, and if you disagree,
Yeah,
you're
I
supposed
think
to
it
debate.
is right to do because I don't like animals getting killed. Sad.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. Well, that's good, but you're done because the whole point of this live stream today is we're supposed to be debating. So only join the guest queue if you want to debate me, okay? I just sneezed. So sorry if I sneeze on you. Okay, next person, please. Hi, are you vegan? Oh my gosh, my eyes are watering.
Yes,
Are you
I
vegan?
am.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, I'm sorry.
No, I'm good.
Oh, oops. Well, I already removed you. Okay. The whole point is don't join the guest queue if you are vegan. That's great if you are vegan, but the whole point is I'm supposed to be debating people if they disagree with being vegan, okay? Hi, are you vegan?
No, I'm not vegan, but let me give you my explanation.
Sure.
Okay, so I think if a human goes a couple of weeks without eating meat, it's unhealthy to the human body.
Why do you think that? That's not true, by the way.
I feel like it is though, because we need a little bit of produce of fat every week in order to run longer and breathe more well than usual.
Okay, why do you think that? That's just not true.
All right, never mind. Fuck you, nigger.
No, stop. What the heck, guys? This is not funny. This is not okay. No. Do not put LOL, please, because that is not funny. Jesus is watching, and he would be very disappointed right now. Jesus is watching this live stream. I can see him. He's watching it. And he's probably really disappointed. He's probably really disappointed. Not in me, by the way. You're done, if that wasn't clear. And we're moving on to the next person. Oh, goodness. Hi, are you vegan? Okay, you're done because you're not speaking. Next person, please. Hi, are you vegan?
No, I'm not.
Why not?
Because I don't want to be.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got a question for you. So, do you think
we're not
no.
doing
Do you
it.
think eating meat is a bad thing? You think it's bad to be?
Yeah, well, yes.
You think it's bad to be not vegan?
It depends, but for the most part, yes.
Well, give me your points, and then we can.
Oh, okay, I'll tell you. Well, I think being vegan is the right thing to do because it helps animals, because it helps the environment, and because it's healthy for you. So I don't see any reason why you would not want to be vegan.
Okay, so humanity for all of years, since the very start of time, we've always hunted animals from the very start.
Who's we? I didn't do that.
It's not wrong to be a meat eater if humans have always done this. They've hunted animals since the days of Indians. This is what we've done. There's nothing wrong with killing animals for meat. That's what they're on this planet for. They're to be used. It's the cycle of life. That's how it is. There's nothing wrong. I mean, if you want to be vegan, sure, go ahead. But there's nothing wrong with using animals that were put on this earth to eat. That's not a bad thing at all.
Okay, why do you think that? Other than we've always done it. Just because some people have always done it. There's always been some people who have been vegan.
Because it's the cycle of life. Animals kill animals. Animals eat animals. Humans are at the top of the food chain. That's how it works. That's how God made it. That's how God made it. That's how it's always been.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why? Okay, so why, if some people haven't always been vegan, there's always been some people who aren't vegan. So why would those people not matter? Why does it only matter that some people have always eaten meat? So
I didn't say they didn't matter. If you want to be, this is what I said. I said if you want to be vegan, that's not my problem. That's fine, but it's not wrong to kill animals for meat. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I think it is wrong because the reason is if you don't have to hurt someone, why would you hurt someone?
You're not. Again, animals are put on this planet to be used. We're at the top of the food chain. That's how it's always been. That's how it's worked. That's how it is.
Well,
There's nothing wrong with it.
Just because we have the power to hurt animals, I think it would be abusing the power to hurt them for no reason. Because right now people hurt animals for no reason.
Look, okay, we'll go back to this cycle of life. If animals didn't kill animals, it would be overpopulation. Yeah, that's how it would be. It's the same for humans and animals. If we didn't use animals to feed, there would be an overpopulation. Like it wouldn't. That's not how the world works. It would not work that way.
There's already more cows on Earth than people because people force the cows to make more of each other.
Exactly. There's more cows on Earth than people. If we didn't use cows for meat, there would be a crazy overpopulation.
Do you know why there's so many cows on Earth?
Why?
It's because people keep making more cows.
We can. Cows would still like reproduce without humans. It would still.
Except they wouldn't have endless.
That's how it is.
The reason there's able to be so many is because we give them endless amounts of food. If we didn't do that, there wouldn't be as many cows.
That's some companies. Now, what I don't believe in is to give cows and all of these animals vaccines and fatten them up and use them just for meat. I believe that we should put them on a farm, use them for they live a good life. They live, and then at the end of their life, when it gets to the point, not kill them at a young age, not abuse them, put them in these small like areas and give them a miserable life and then kill them. I don't believe in that. I think.
Do you know why most farmers don't do that though?
Because money.
Yeah, exactly. That's the answer. It's because it doesn't make as much money. So
there's many there is companies though that do it the right way. You can, if you don't want to be vegan because of the point, huh?
I've never found one that does it in a good way.
I can give you one.
Even if there was, not everyone could buy it because it would cost more. So even though there is better ways to do it, I still think it's wrong because you don't have to eat it, so you shouldn't eat it. But there are better ways to do it, and that would be better, but people can't afford it. You know, there's already people, you see, I don't know about you guys, but I scroll on my TikTok every day and people are like, I can't afford my groceries. So imagine if they had to pay even more for groceries. They wouldn't like that.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's still the cycle of life, no matter how you do it. It's the same for animals. It's the same for humans. It's always been the same.
Except we should think about other animals. We shouldn't just think about ourselves. Just because we always have done it does not mean it's okay. That does not make it okay. When there's a better choice,
it wasn't okay. It wasn't okay back then, is what you're saying? It wasn't okay?
I'm saying it wasn't as bad back then. Back then, they didn't even have cages to put these animals in. Now we put chickens in super tiny cages. By we, I mean other people. I don't do this. They put chickens in super tiny cages. A lot of farms put cows in cages for their whole life too. You know, it's horrible. That's what is really wrong. It's gotten worse and worse over time, not better. So
are you speaking for yourself or these other people that can't afford the companies that do it right? Because, I mean, you've got a large following. I'm sure you could perfectly afford these other products.
You mean expensive meat? Well, I don't want to eat meat at all. Because
it's not that much more expensive than something you get at the grocery store. It's really not. I mean, I can give you a company if you want.
Meat either way. I'm saying that you're talking about a better way to do it, and that would be better. I still think it would be better, but the best option would still be to not eat meat at all. I think because there's no reason to.
Is there no reason for animals to kill animals? Like,
some of them don't have a choice. You know what's great about humans is we have the choice, so we can survive without eating other animals. But lots of animals can't.
We didn't have the choice back then to constantly find.
I know some people back then didn't, but now we do.
Okay, man. You're still not giving like a valid argument because it's
What's not valid? The valid.
It's the cycle of life. Like that's what they were put on this planet for. It was to
well, that's where it's hard to debate because then it goes into beliefs. That's not what I believe they were put here for. I believe they were put here for us to be friends with. The same way I'm friends with my cat.
They would be they'd be overpopulated. They would overpopulate.
That's like saying that about dogs. There's overpopulation of dogs. It doesn't mean we should start eating them. Would you start eating dogs if they were overpopulated?
Dogs that they don't overpopulate though.
Why is that? Do you know why? It's because they spay and neuter dogs. So we could do that with cows too, and they can be our pets too. But people don't do that. They eat them because they don't see them as friends.
Well, back then, dogs, they were killed by other animals. Dogs now, they're owned by humans. They're not killed. They're not killed anymore. They're not killed by humans anymore. Very, very little of the dogs on this planet are killed. They're pets for humans. That's why they don't overpopulate.
The same thing would happen with cows, chickens, etc. If we treated them the exact same, if we treated them, which is what I believe, I think we should treat all animals the same. I don't think we should treat dogs and cats better than.
Okay, now animals are not. They're not we're the top of the food chain. Like it's not. It's always like. You could say a lion, they don't like what's it called? What's animals in Africa? So, the lower.
You mean a safari or
yeah.
what?
Yeah, like they don't deserve to die, is what you're saying, because lions and tigers and all of them, they have.
I don't think people should hurt animals because people have the choice not to. Why would you do something bad when you have the choice not to?
Because they are for food. They were put on this planet.
And then that's where we disagree. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next person because you've been talking a lot. But it was nice talking to you.
All right, dude.
Okay, thanks. That's where we keep getting back to the same thing. If your only argument is that's what they're here for, like we can't debate that because everyone believes different things. That's your belief, is that's what they're here for, is for us to eat. But that's not what I believe, and we can't debate it because that's just belief. What we can debate is facts, so we can talk about facts instead, please. Okay, next person, please. Hi, are you vegan?
No, I love eating meat, black boy meat. I love.
Okay, no, you're done. Okay, no, you're done. Next person, please. Goodness.
What up, nigga?
Hi, are you vegan?
Hell no, bro.
Why?
I like black cock.
Okay, no, you're done. Guys, thanks, Kaylee. Guys, we're trying to have debates. Serious debates. This is something, can you guys not tell? This is something like I'm really passionate about. I want to have serious debates with you. Please stop saying inappropriate things. Please. Here, can I give you puppy dog eyes? Will you listen? I'm being cringy, but like for real, please be appropriate. Please be appropriate during my live stream. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. We're moving on to the next person. Hi, are you vegan?
Oh, no.
You guys are funny. Why are you not vegan?
Because I believe that animals were put on the earth by God to be eaten.
Well, that's not what I believe. This is exactly what the other person was saying. We can't debate beliefs, but we can debate facts, is what I'm trying to say. So you may believe that, but I believe...
So, hold on, wait. So you believe in God, correct?
Yes.
You believe in everything the Bible says.
Well, no. I never said that.
So, okay, but you believe in the Bible.
Well, yes, I believe in most of it. There's some parts in it that, they've taken a lot of parts out of the Bible because there used to be a lot of what we would call bad today in the Bible, bad stuff. It used to say, women weren't even allowed to go to church and stuff like that. So the Bible has changed a lot since. So when you say you believe everything in the Bible, what version of the Bible,
Okay, but in the Bible, that animals were put on this earth for food
in the Bible
and for protein.
I don't think the word protein shows up once in the Bible. But what it does say...
Yeah, but that's the basic understanding of it.
Okay, I know. I see what you're trying to say. But what it does say in the Bible, it does say, watch over my earth. God tells humans, to watch over the earth and protect the earth. And I believe hurting animals does not protect the earth. It says the opposite. When God made those animals, I don't think he would want them to be hurt. That's what
it says the earth, not the characteristics of the earth.
Okay, we'd have to look at the quote. It does not. You're right. It doesn't say the characteristics of the earth, but I'm talking about the animals of the earth. But we can't debate beliefs because everyone believes a different thing. I could say I believe the sky is green because that's what I believe, and you can't change my mind because that's what I believe. That's not how it works. We have to go off the facts.
That's exactly what you're doing, though.
Well, no, I'm saying it's a fact. It's a fact that eating meat hurts the environment. That's a fact. It's also a fact that people don't have to hurt animals. That's a fact. So we can debate those facts. Right?
Yeah.
Do you want to debate those facts?
This is like retardation.
No, you're done. Okay, excuse me. No, you're done. That's a bad word. So we're moving on to our next person, please.
Yo.
Hi, are you vegan?
No, I'm not.
Why not?
Okay, so, I just want to start off by saying, the first thing I want to say is a lot of people that, a lot of these guys have been joining, they all claim that they're Christian and they believe in God, and the last thing they do is hop off saying the N-word. So I just want to say, you guys gotta read your Bible more. I will say I'm not religious, but you guys gotta read the Bible more.
Jesus would not like people saying bad words and being
No, that's exactly. Anyway, now I want to start off with a point that I actually grew up in the country, and a lot of these farm pastures do it correct, and it's the same way that when humans die, we harvest. We harvest their organs to donate, right?
Okay, well,
which is
the difference there is people can choose whether or not they want that to happen. So people get the choice. The animals don't get the choice of whether or not they get turned into a hamburger or not.
Okay, that's true. Okay, that is true. I agree with that.
And I think if they could choose, most of them would choose no. They would put an X in that box.
So, also, don't you think that? So, if I go to the back of a grocery store right now, I guarantee you, I would find old meat thrown in the dumpster. So, 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 thrown in the dumpster. So,
they'll eat it, and they're still vegan. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
So, Yeah, so that's an option. If you didn't want to waste it, you could do that.
Okay. Okay, yeah. You see, so you have good points, and I think I had some good points, but I also don't care if like you're vegan. Like a lot of people always say that. Like I don't care if you're vegan. I don't care if I don't really care about. I'm just minding my own business, just doing my own thing. But I'm just chilling here. I'm bored, so I wanted to hop on. But
okay. Well, do you want to debate whether you think being vegan is the right thing to do or not?
Yeah. So I don't know if it's the right thing. I think it's the right thing for some people, but I also believe that meat is good for you, and it does bring you a lot of nutrients that are good for your body and they're good for your bones. And I also believe that vegetables bring a lot of good body to your bones and stuff. But I do believe that a small portion of meat is definitely provided to have a stronger, not a completely healthy, but a stronger immune system.
Just because something might be good for you doesn't mean it's okay to eat it. Let's say it okay, this is just an example. Let's say your friend's dog was really good for you. Like it had so many nutrients, you can't just eat it. It had so many nutrients, you can't just eat it. It had so many nutrients, you can't just eat it. It had so many nutrients, you can't just eat it. It had so many nutrients, you can't just eat it. It had so many nutrients, you can't just eat it.
To kill. Would you want a cow living in your living room as a pet? And be honest. Don't say yeah, I would. Be honest. Would you want a big 1,000-pound cow?
Not in my living room.
Okay.
But I would want a pet cow eventually, and I actually plan on getting one eventually. And it would probably prefer to live outside, so that's probably where it would live. But
that's also where a lot of like I said, I grew up in the country, and I'll drive past so many cows just outside.
Yes,
and they will get killed for meat. And
that's the problem. Is that last part.
I know. But you think it's like really crucial, and it's not like they're getting tortured. They're not getting their limbs cut off and then their head.
Those ones you drive past probably are not getting tortured. But
I know.
There's millions of cows being tortured. And yes, there's videos. You might have seen them if you.
Oh no, I sure have. And that's just a small proportion of what these major companies actually do. That's not the majority of what happens.
Anytime you eat something that is like, oh wow, this burger is a really good deal. Or it's like a really good price. Think like McDonald's. That meat probably is coming from a farm which is only focused about money. So you know what they're probably doing on that farm? They're probably treating the cows horrible. So, you can
but McDonald's
limit your harm. It doesn't matter. See how that would be a selfish reason to eat it? Because you're only thinking about yourself and not the cows.
I mean, yeah, okay. But I can also say that I kind of like don't really care about the cows. Because they're not a pet and they've never been a pet to humans.
Could
be. They could be, but they're not. So
there's lots of people with pet cows.
Okay. But don't you think that you would not want a cow's life to go to waste and you'd want to supply it to people that do need meat?
No. The same way I would not eat my cat when he passes away.
Okay, do you think feeding the homeless is the right thing to do?
Yes.
Do you think it would be a right thing to do to give free meat to homeless people because they're going to need nutrients for their bones and they're going to need nutrients to help get stronger? So don't you think that it would be the right thing to do to give free meat to homeless?
I don't think that's bad because I've done that for forever. What I think is bad is paying farmers to hurt animals.
But they're not hurting them is the problem. They're going out.
How do you think meat gets made? You have to hurt
them. They kill them, yeah. But when you put down a dog, are they in pain?
It doesn't matter. It's
exactly. They aren't in
still
pain is the problem.
taking their life. You can't. People shouldn't be allowed to choose when an animal's life gets taken, unless that animal is obviously suffering. But these cows are just fine when they are unalive.
I know, but you say that they're suffering, but they don't suffer. Is the problem is
A
they
lot
don't
of them
actually
do.
suffer.
You said you've seen the videos.
Yeah, and that's a very small proportion. And if anything, that's not quite suffering. That's just them being
But
in
when
a cage.
you go to McDonald's, do you know where that meat is coming from? No.
It's fake. It's probably like human meat, honestly. But
Except it's not. If it was fake, then vegan people would eat it, but it's not fake. I wish it was fake. Maybe one day.
I mean, maybe. But I just think that when a lot of vegans say that cows and chickens are suffering, I just think that that's
A
not
lot of
true
them
because
are.
there's proof that they don't get tortured. They go
cows are
out peacefully.
Some cows are out there not suffering right now. Some are.
I don't think that that's true because even the ones that you do see videos of them, the videos, and they're just chilling in a cage. They're not conscious enough to realize that I'm not out on a pretty farm with pretty
Except they
luscious
are.
grass.
They're a lot smarter. They're a lot smarter than you might think. And so you should go like go like go like go like go like go like
roam versus like a dog that has to be put in a kennel while the owners are away. They don't know any better. They're not conscious enough to know that other dogs are let to free roam.
Except they don't like it. They don't I mean, let's talk about just dogs for a second. Dogs don't want to be in a kennel all day. Dogs, they know that. They you may not think it, but they know they don't want to be in a kennel all day. They know they don't want to be sitting in the, they would rather be out walking around. So it's just something, you can tell by how they're acting that they don't want to sit in the kennel all day.
All right. Well, I'm going to say that you had some good points, and I'm going to have to let you go because a lot of other people are saying they want to get debated, but it was fun.
Yeah, thank you. You did bring up good stuff, so thank you. Okay.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Oh, sorry, I cut you off. But sorry, thank you. Because you were respectful, thank you. You didn't say inappropriate things. Good job. But I think I am going to end the live stream here because it's been like 45 minutes. That's pretty long. After like you guys may have noticed, because the live streams are always about the same amount of time, and they have been for years. After like 30 minutes, I'm just like, I can't do it anymore. But we made it to 45 minutes today. Maybe next time we'll make it to an hour. Maybe. Okay, but thank you all so much for being here. I won't be live tomorrow, but I will be live on Monday for Minecraft Monday if you want to tune in to me playing Minecraft on Monday. But we will do more debates. And to everyone saying more, I'm sorry, you make me sad. I'm sorry you didn't get to go if you didn't get to go. But please be here on Tuesday. I will be live with more debates for sure, so stay tuned for that. Okay, I love you guys, and I'll be live with Minecraft on Monday. Okay, love you guys, bye. Bye. Go